5 things men do wrong after a woman or your ex-girlfriend asks for space. Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti. I'm your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com. And I'm your coach for you men to master your attraction skills, build the confidence overall in your love, dating, and relationship lives. And as you know, I get you real results with women. One of the biggest things I always say is when a woman asks for space is because of the fact that she was unfulfilled in the relationship, either because she needed to find herself, either because you came off too needy and you were too reliant on her in the relationship where you lost your sense of control from this relationship, or you were not available emotionally. And if any of these 3 things rings to you, this is a video for you. There's a lot of times that I've seen men tell me, like, Apollonia, like, you know the reason why women ask for space so well, and I really do, but I also know what we do wrong as you do wrong as men, and I want to help you from doing this. So even if you already did all the things wrong probably in this video, I want you to know that you have time to reset it, okay? It's about just pressing the reset button and doing things differently. So let's start with tip number 1, is when she asks for space, we plead and we beg. We go into the fight or flight mode of what I talk about, and we plead and we beg and we ask and press, and we just want to get the outcome right now because we don't want to lose this relationship. But we gotta look at this with the glass half full instead of empty. Space can be a change, and a change for the better in the 2 of your relationships. Tip number 2 is you invade her personal space. You might show up at her house and give her flowers, or you might show up because she's not picking up her phone call and it's just getting too much, and now you're becoming reactionary. Now she's left you for a particular reason, and now you're reassuring her of why she should have left you, right? So let's not do that. We need to take space. We need to give space. And I'm going to talk about a little bit of how to do that at the end of the video. And also I'm going to give you some other videos down below in the description box to watch if this has happened to you. Tip number 3 is you start to talk about other men and you question her. So you're interrogating, you're starting to go into her social media and trying to find things, and you see a guy like something, or a guy like a photo, or comment on her photo, and now you become an investigator and you question what she's doing with these other guys because you're so into finding something that you will find something that you don't like, and now your insecurities have arisen and you've showed her your insecurities, that you've made it about another guy when it's truly not another guy. A lot of times we go into there, get into it, and we're like, oh, she's asking for space because she wants to be with other guys and she wants to do this, which is not always the fact. But then we go and we talk too, and we go and we look at her social media, we think about, oh, is she with this guy? And we get so infatuated with these thoughts that they overcome us. And then we start to act from that as though it's actually happening when it's not. Tip number 4, we push for an outcome, meaning we try to get her back right away, or we push for an explanation right away. So we push for an explanation as to why we're wanting space, as to when we're going to get back together. But this is the opposite. We don't need to push for anything at this moment. If we push, the less approachable you will be to her, because we're so fixated on the why, I can't get it, that we're not able to understand that she just needs to take some space from you, and then she may come back to you and explain why. Also, too, we get outcome oriented. Since we lose this woman, we have to get back into the relationship right now because then we win. And this is what I want, right? But we don't change in one day if we're needy. We don't change in 1 week if we're needy. We don't change in 1 week if we're not emotionally available. And the woman doesn't change in 1 week if she's not ready, period. Tip number 5 is when she checks in on you guys, this is not your time to spill your heart out, okay? What happens a lot is you try to convince her to speak to you, and then you finally take space, and then finally when she reaches out to you with just a hi, how are you, you're like, hey, I'm doing great, it's so nice to hear from you, when am I going to see you again, can we have coffee this week? And we just diminished all the work that we did to prove to her that we're able to give her the space. What we're doing here is you are showing your insecurities by getting selfish in a way and prioritizing the need to define what is happening right now. And typically when a woman is trying to find herself or she's not happy with herself, pressure from you is not going to make her want to be with you. It is going to make her want to be without you, guys. Remember, your doubt only comes from your ego. Let me repeat this. Your doubt only comes from your ego. Ego is fear-based at times. So understand, where is this fear coming in from? We have no control of what the future has for us. Relationships are not relationships. I don't know if I'm going to still be married in 20 years. I don't know if I'm going to still be married in 5 years. But all I know is right now it's amazing and I see myself married in 5 years, but I have to understand that I have no control. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. The life is about the unknown, and when we try to control an outcome or a situation, it doesn't come off as humanized, because it's not. So our own doubt comes from your ego. So we got to check ourselves as to why. When a woman asks for space, the best thing that you can do is acknowledge to give her that space. Let her come back to you. Let her work for you a little bit. If you are emotionally not available for her, still give her the space. Check in with her every once in a while. When she gives you an inch, only take an inch. Guys, don't take a mile. I say that a lot. When it comes to space, these are the things that we're doing wrong when a woman asks for space and what will end up pushing her away. So I hope this video shows you what you've done wrong and also will tell you basically what to not do anymore. I know it's very difficult. I know it's hard. I get it. I know. I've been there before. But what is 1 month, 60 days compared to a whole year, 2 years, 3 years, a lifetime being with someone? And also finding the happiness within yourself and more control and power. That 30 days, that 60 days, that 90 days, for instance, is nothing if you get that back, right? So let's focus on the present moment. Let's focus on the reality of the situation. Let's figure out why this happened and how we can gain more control within ourselves and our lives. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If this is something you're going through, I invite you to watch the new videos that I'll put at the end screen and also below that will help you transition into a new relationship with the person that you love or with somebody else in regards to a woman saying that you need space, or she needs space, excuse me. As always, I encourage you to download my free common mistake manual. That's 7 common mistakes that men make when attracting women, and this is my free ebook. I'll put it below in the description box. As always, I'll see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.